welcome back to the Beacon Hill studio. Outside the Beacon Hill studio, a little less impressive than the Gengels before the break, but nonetheless, you're here, Cosmo.
Remarkable story, unbelievable. All the people who've donated and the great work that they're doing, it's a terrific testament to their daughter.
And it is the Christmas season, and I know you'll be going to BeLikeBrit.org to make a sizable donation right after this segment.
Me and you, absolutely.
That's a lock, stock promise. Peter Cadges of the Boston Phoenix is here. All right, gentlemen, we do what we do always at this time on a Tuesday. Stand outside the building and we talk politics. So let's start with this. Kim Jong Il is dead. Now, we don't want to celebrate the death of somebody too often, but I think this is the rare exception. Cosmo, hey, do you want to gloat? B, do you want to give me your most favorite Kim Jong Il story?
I guess no, we don't want to celebrate, but are we supposed to lament or mourn the death of a tyrant and a dictator and a threat to world security? No, we won't. Okay, the guy was born in Siberia. As he traveled across Siberia in his private train, as he liked to do, I liked how he used to have live lobsters delivered to the train in Siberia.
Flown in.
Logistically and operationally, a really easy thing to do, no doubt. And boy, that guy loved Hennessy cognac. $800,000 a year in Hennessy cognac. Kim Jong Il, my two favorite stories right there.
Peter.
Well, you know, the man presided over what is clearly hell on earth, although hell on earth with 8 nuclear weapons. I think his taste in movies is very revealing. His favorite film was Friday the 13th, and I think that pretty much sums it up. I mean, this guy was a slasher head of state.
His son, who's taking over, apparently is a huge Jean-Claude Van Damme fan, Cosmo. Wham, bam, Van Damme. How about that? So take it for what it's worth. Normally I'd say he'd be missed, but I can't even say that with a straight face at this point. So let's just move right on and let's head to
Merry
DC.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. There you go. To the Eels. Payroll tax cut debacle that's going on down in D.C., Peter. Who looks the worst in this thing, or do they all just look horrible?
They all look pretty bad. Boehner, the alleged Speaker of the House, is who just a couple of days ago assured his colleagues in the Senate that this would pass, is clearly irrelevant to the entire process. You know, the 80 Tea Party members in the House are the ones really calling the shot. But you know who wins? President Obama. A recent poll shows that as the Republicans become more obstructionist, if that's possible, in the Congress, his poll numbers go up. I mean, his approval rating is now at 49, not a terrific number, but it has received a 4-point bump.
Scott Brown calling on Republicans today to grow up, basically, and to pass this thing. Smart move by him?
I think it is. I think the politics of all this are obscuring the real flaws on both sides of how this is going to work. Yes, I would agree. Extending the payroll tax holiday is important, even for a couple of months. It is, however, a Band-Aid, and all the ideas on how to pay for it, there's a problem with them. Some would roll back important environmental protections. Others would actually raise the cost of mortgages on most Americans at a time like this, a real bad idea. So there's a lot of genuine issues with how you pay for this, but the politics are obscuring that. And I think most Americans are like, you know what? I could use that $1,000 next
Does anybody
year.
think it's a good idea for this to pass only if an oil pipeline is greenlit?
Exactly.
Since when is that the rules? Only if I get some that you
My
get?
God, you talk about a ridiculous marriage between two issues. They have nothing to do with each
And a
other.
total strong
or
arm.
lifting the air quality standards on oil burners and boilers. I mean, it's you know. It's,
All right, I got a minute left. Mitt Romney last night on David Letterman doing the top 10 list of things you wish Mitt Romney would say. The poll numbers say Newt is dropping like a stone. Does it look like Mitt has sort of calmed the waters and everything's okay and he's back in charge?
Yeah, I mean, the question is Mitt back? I don't think he was ever gone. I think he's always been in there. Always, in my mind, the genuine frontrunner. I think Gingrich is interesting, part of the dynamic here, but Romney is a strong candidate that's going to have to be reckoned with throughout this whole process.
Although Sarah Palin on Fox Business yesterday, Peter, said it's not too late for somebody to get in. Do we need Sarah to the rescue?
Listen, Sarah Palin has long been recognized as a joke. Now she's a joke that's not very funny. I'm with Cosmo. Romney has been the front runner, still is the front runner. He can't seem to capture the imagination of the Republicans, but the voting starts in a few weeks, and all of this speculation will be proved to be idle. We'll see.
Peter Cadges, Merry Christmas. Cosmo Macero, Merry Christmas. And Cosmo, BeLikeBrit.org. You got a big donation to make before you leave the Beacon Hill studio.
I'm going to click the mouse any minute now.
I like to hear that.